Hi.
We're on our way into the Luray Caverns. It's supposed to be pretty cool, and it's Mother's Day, so nobody's here. So we're gonna go check it out.
We're going underground. Stalactites are tight to the ceiling, and stalagmites, you might kick them over, so look out, kids. Tight might, oh my god, it's wet. I wonder if they do that for effect. This is wild. Shell accordions. Dude, these are huge. Thousands of views have led to this moment. God, these slimy little kelp fields.
How does it make you feel?
Globular.
It's all a reflection. The bottom is water. Whoa. I can't believe people don't tell people to get off trail and go see this. This is so sick.
I'm just making this underground. Didn't tell anyone. Some mofo in 1878 was like, yo, look what I found. Holy crap. Toilette.
That stalactite on the ground fell down 7,000 years ago because of an earthquake. So cool. This is called flowstone, and as it gets bigger and longer, it gets thinner and sometimes translucent to look like a curtain. So cool.
Looks like fossilized broccoli.
This is the Great Stalacpipe organ, the largest musical instrument in the world. The mallets cover 3.5 acres of the caverns, and all of the sounds come into here, the cathedral, which is the center point. So it's not just this big room, it's 3.5 acres of the caverns. I can't even wrap my head around that.
All throughout the cave, there are 37 stalactites that are all wired back to this organ. Each one of those stalactites having a solenoid attached to it. A solenoid is just a small mallet with a motor. So when I press the button that's over here, or if someone were to sit up there and play at the console, the signal would move from the organ to those solenoids, and they would then begin tapping on the side of the formation that they're attached to. This causes the crystals on the inside of the formation to start to vibrate, and depending on how dense they are and their size, they'll play different notes. I do ask that everyone is as quiet as possible during the performance because there are some parts of the song that are quite hard to hear. Otherwise, I hope you all enjoy.
This is the Morrison's Hall. Beyond the brick wall in another area of the caverns is a shaft leading to the surface. In 1901, a building was built over it, and they put a fan in there to pull cool air out of the caverns. And that made the first air-conditioned house in the United States. Right here. How crazy is that?
Beautiful.
These are the fried eggs of the cave. Yum. Good afternoon. We are back on trail. It is about 2:30. I got on the trail about an hour ago. Andy dropped me off at the Lewis Mountain Campground where we had finished our 8-mile day hike yesterday. I'm sad. I am sad to say goodbye to Andy. I don't know if he'll actually be able to fly out to meet me in Massachusetts in a few weeks, because we're predicting that's where about I'll be when we're due to hang out again. So I may not see him until after I come home, which is sad, but I'm fingers crossing that stars will align and I'll get to see him in Massachusetts and or on Katahdin. We had a fun weekend together. This morning we went to the Luray Caverns, and that was so sick. Really, really cool. It's quite a bit far from the AT, where I hopped off at Lewis Mountain Campground. It was like an hour drive from Luray, but so worth it. Incredibly cool. Highly recommend to future AT hikers to, if you can, if you have access to a car or a shuttle driver, make it out to Luray Caverns, or at least put a pin in it and come back in the future. It was so cool. Really worth it. Sun goes down in about 6 hours, just under. And I've got about 10 miles to the Rock Spring Hut. I'm aiming for that. We'll see if I decide to actually push that far. I slammed a Red Bull, so I'm hoping that gets me all the way through, but we will see. Once again, the deer and the Shenandoahs are totally fearless. Hello, deer. You just really scared me. You're very cute, though. I was debating whether or not to go down to the Big Meadows Wayside to get the Blackberry milkshake. It's like an extra 0.4 off trail, which is not insane. But you know, it is a distance. And I have been eating good the last couple of days, so it's not like I'm dying for a burger and a milkshake, but I think I could use a little cheering up. I'm gonna go get a milkshake. It's like this pretty purple color. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, that was a good stop. I'm glad I did it. I'm all full of blackberry milkshake. I feel better. Only got about 4 miles to go. Let's finish the day. I feel like every shelter has a resident deer that nibbles on grass. Do you agree with this?
Absolutely.
Look at that deer.
Are you a hiker?
What's your trail name?
What's your trail name?